It's time for Friday night football action. Let's enter the end zone with your host, Bill Shanks.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the end zone. I'm Bill Shanks from Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon. Later on, we'll look at all the scores from around the state of Georgia as we have two games in each of the 5 classifications in the semifinals of the state playoffs. We start tonight in Single A with Wilkinson County hosting Clinch County. The Panthers from Homerville have been one of the stronger programs in Single A for years. They haven't had a losing season since 1985, and since then they have won 3 state titles, also tied with Hawkinsville for this championship back in 2004, and they've lost the state title game twice. Clinch County came into this game at 13-0 this year, and they've averaged 44 points per game. As for the Warriors from Wilkinson County, they started the season 2-2, but have won 9 games in a row to get to the semifinals. They're going for their 12th straight win of the season, which would set a record for wins in 1 year for Wilkinson County. Let's take you back to Death Valley for some of the highlights of this game, with the Warriors coming out on the field and ready to roll, rock and roll here, and tough play here on a punt. David Whipple can't handle it. The ball will pop into the end zone, and Clinch will recover for 2 points to safety, and it was 2-0. Panthers out on top early in this game. First quarter still now Wilkinson with the ball. David Whipple, the quarterback, back to pass, goes for a receiver, but it's going to be intercepted 35 yards downfield by Fred Tiller. Then Clinch with the ball. Brandon Grady hands off to Anthony McNeil. He runs up the middle, shakes a couple of guys off of him, and will take off. 55-yard touchdown here for the Panthers. The PAT would be good, and that would make it 9-0. Clinch County out on top. Second quarter now, Clinch with the ball. Trey Dorsey will take the ball up the middle for about 15 yards or so for the Panthers. Then again, Dorsey back. He's going to get a 23-yard pass to Fred Tiller, who gets another 5 yards or so, but he's taken out of bounds then. Then Dorsey hands off to Anthony McNeil, runs up for about 11 yards to the Warriors' 20. Then Dorsey again up the middle. He's got about 5 yards right there for the game. And then Anthony McNeil takes the ball, runs it up the middle for another touchdown for Clinch. The PAT would be no good, and it would be 15-0 Clinch out on top of Wilco. Second quarter now, Wilkinson County with the ball. David Whipple makes a 10-yard pass to Tevin Underwood. Then Whipple again looks for a receiver, almost gets taken out, but he takes off the left side. He's going to run out of bounds for about a 15-yard gain right there. Then for Wilkinson County, Quantrell Williams gets the ball right side. Gets about 15 yards. Then Trey Richardson and Rashad Grant will take him down about the Panthers' 12-yard line. Then Whipple again, hands off to Monzio Stubbs for a small gain to the 8. Whipple again back to pass, shotgun, throws it. Tevin Underwood gets taken out around the 6-yard line of Clinch County. Then Whipple again, the pass. Devontae Drayton, who makes it to the 1-yard line before he's taken down. And then Whipple is going to keep the ball and will push it across the middle for the 6 points for the score. The PAT would be good, and it's 15-7. Now, second quarter, Clinch County with the ball. Trey Dorsey keeps it, runs up the middle for a small gain there for the Panthers. Dorsey again keeps it, small gain, runs up the middle, tries to run hard, and Wilkinson takes him down about after a 5-yard gain. Then Dorsey again keeps it. He's almost taken down, but he scoots it through for the touchdown there for Clinch. The PAT would be up and good, and Clinch would be in control of this game 22-7 at the half, and they would go on to win by the score of 35-14. Wilkinson's 9-game winning streak is snapped. They finish 11-3. Clinch County will play Savannah Christian next week. Up next, we'll check on Peach County. We're back right after this. Okay, our second game of the night is a matchup everyone has been waiting for. Peach County at Sandy Creek. Ever since it was announced that Sandy Creek would drop down to AAA from Quad A, people have wondered if we would get this matchup. Last year, Sandy Creek won the state title in Quad A, while Peach County won it in AAA. Plus, the other intrigue of this game is a little family history. The coach at Sandy Creek is Chip Walker, the son of Mary Person's head coach Rodney Walker, who happened to be the head coach at Peach County for 5 years back in the 1990s. This year, these two teams have been dominant. Both came into the game at 13-0. Both teams have had 5 shutouts. And while Peach County has scored 44 points per game, the Fighting Patriots have scored 38. This was all set to be a war up in Tyrone, Georgia. Here we go, back for some of the highlights now of this game. Sandy Creek and Peach County. And Sandy Creek gets the ball first. And Peach County, a little defense there. Derek Alexander is going to be stopped cold for only about a 2-yard gain. Sandy Creek with the ball again. Ronnie Bell drops back. Going to go deep. Alex Chisholm, he is open. Heck, I could have caught that ball. 77 yards for the score. The PAT would be good, and it's 7-0. Sandy Creek out on top. Peach now on offense. Brett Montgomery, the quarterback, bootleg to the left, hits Renard Williams, and he's going to take off for about a 60-yard. Hey, sit down when we're trying to take the game, dude. 60 yards right there. Now Peach moving the ball. Richmond is going to start running on the ground a little bit, gets the handoff, picks up about 3 yards, line down to the 10 or so. Now Robinson's at quarterback. He's going to try to run to his right, but he is going to slip down right there. Peach would have to be forced to kick a field goal. It's up, and it's good right there. And the score will be 7-3, Sandy Creek out on top. Now Sandy Creek with the ball again. The quarterback Bell is going to hit Chisholm, and he's going to be tackled by Brandon Jones for a short gain. Then Alexander, the running back, is stuffed right there by the Peach County defense. Third down now for Sandy Creek. Bell is going to drop back, and he's going to hit Damari Kitt, and it goes out of his hands, and they'll be forced to punt. The Peach County crowd on their feet trying to make some noise. Here it is, our five-star driver of the week, the last one of the year. Second quarter, Montgomery drops pressure, throws off his back foot to DeMarcus Robinson for a first down. Good play right there. Then Richmond, direct snap, goes up the middle for a nice gain as they are driving on Sandy Creek. Third and short now. Montgomery hits Renard Williams for the first down, getting closer and closer, knocking on that door. Then Robinson, the quarterback, he is going to slip again, and right here around the 10-yard line. But Montgomery in there at quarterback, drops back, hits Chris Holt in the corner of the end zone for the score. He's in there for the 6 points, and the PAT would make it 10-7. That was our five-star driver of the week. Thank you, Five Star, for your sponsorship. And Peach County had a little momentum there, but they couldn't hold it. Sandy Creek wins this ball game. Can you believe this score? 35-17. Peach is up. I think it's an upset because they were so dominant for so long, but Sandy Creek pretty good too. So Peach County season is over. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more right after this. And we're back now on the show. We just told you about the Peach County loss to Sandy Creek tonight up in Tyrone, Georgia. A tough game with two very good teams. Right now, let's bring in Chad Campbell, the head coach of the Peach County Trojans, for a few moments to talk about the game. Coach, we hate the results turned out this way, and you and I talked on the phone a couple of days ago, and we knew this was going to be a tough chore to go up there on their home turf and win. How tough was that game tonight for you?
Well, it was tough. Anytime you lose is tough, but we knew we was facing a good football team, and we made some mistakes, and they capitalized on them, and one of those nights.
It's been so long, Chad, since your offense has struggled. I think last year, early up, it may have been a bit against Baldwin, I think you scored 17, but you've been such an offensive machine. Were you surprised your offense struggled at times tonight?
Well, I mean, it's credit to them. They got a good defense, and they made some plays at critical times in the ball game, and we didn't. And we didn't have an answer for their wide receiver. He's darn good. We was in position. A lot of times they just made plays over us. And, like I said, it goes back to one of those nights we made more mistakes than they did. When they did make a mistake, we didn't capitalize on it. We had a chance to get a couple turnovers. They put the ball on the ground. We didn't get it. And then we had a chance for a pick and dropped it. And they ended up scoring on that drive. So it was just one of those nights where they capitalized on some mistakes and we didn't.
Kind of the unlucky coin flip to have you on the road for a couple of weeks. Do you think it would have made a difference if you had been in the Valley?
I mean, it could have. I mean, we always play a little bit better probably at home than we do on the road, but that's just the luck of the draw. And, it's just, I don't know if I can answer that question. I'm sure it would have been a little bit, our crowd would have probably been in our favor a little bit, but good teams can handle things on the road, and we have in the last couple of years, and it's just one of those nights.
It's tough for any team to lose in the semifinals, but this is the first loss for your team since November the 14th of 2008, a 28-game winning streak. I know you're horribly disappointed right now, Chad, but it has been a tremendous run for you, hasn't it?
There's no question about it. Our kids have they've done everything we've asked them to do, and it's one of those streaks you only dream about. And eventually it had to come to an end, and we didn't want it to end tonight. But give them credit. They got a darn good football team, and they showed that tonight.
Chad Campbell, the head coach of the Peach County Trojans. Coach, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate what y'all do.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to check on the scoreboard with the other games from around the state of Georgia right after this. Every weekday afternoon from 3 until 6, it's the Bill Shanks Show on WPLA Fox Sports 1670 AM. You can also listen online at www.foxsports1670.com. We talk sports and take your phone calls, and we're also the home of the Dan Patrick Show, Jim Rome, and tomorrow at 4, it's the Saturday Scoreboard with Bobby Pope. Let's check now on the other semifinal games. Here's Dustin Wilson with more scores. Dustin?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Really tough to see the Trojans go down, but a great season for the Trojans. They've had an awesome run. Let's go ahead and get to the scores across the state of Georgia. The Colquitt County Packers defeated Grayson 31-24. Colquitt moves to 9-5. Brookwood Broncos win over Collins Hill 26-7. Brookwood and Colquitt County will play in the 5A championship game next Saturday. 22-21, Chattahoochee squeaks out a victory against Statesboro on the road. The Cougars move to 14-0. 20-19, Stars Mill gets the win over Tucker. That'll be Stars Mill and Chattahoochee next Saturday in the championship game. 49-15, the Carrollton Trojans defeated Byrd County Bears. A blowout. Carrollton moves to 14-0. They will play Sandy Creek in the 3A championship game. Calhoun Yellow Jackets, they've had a nice run this season. They're 14-0, and they continued the winning tradition tonight, 27-14 over Carver. Carver finishes the season 13-1. The Buford Wolves dominated the Lovett Lions 53-13. Buford moves to 13-1. That'll be Buford and Calhoun in the AA championship game. 28-13, Savannah Christian Raiders defeat the Wesleyan Wolves. Savannah Christian moves to 13-1, and Savannah Christian will play Clinch County in the Single A state championship game next week. A lot of good championship games. Sorry to see the Trojans go down, Bill, but a great run once again for Peach County.
All right, Dustin, thank you very much. To recap now, as Dustin just said, Peach County loses tonight to Sandy Creek by a score of 35-17. Sandy Creek will now play Carrollton. They have now won. Sandy Creek has 28 games in a row. Peach County had won 28 in a row, but they are now 13-1, finished their season. And also in Single A, Wilkinson County, their season comes to an end tonight. They lose to Clinch County 35-14. Clinch County will now play Savannah Christian. Wilkinson County finishes their year at 11-3. So again, Single A, Clinch County versus Savannah Christian. Double A, Stars Mill versus Chattahoochee. Triple A, Sandy Creek versus Carrollton. Quad A will be Calhoun versus Buford. And 5A, Colquitt County versus Brookwood in the championships on Saturday and Friday of next week. We want to thank our photographers for this year: Robert Hughes, Dustin Wilson, Jonathan Swanson, Ryan Pope, Shelby Coates, Ron Wildman, Skip Seda, and of course our producer Rachel Smith as well. It's been a great year, great football all around. Unfortunately, no Middle Georgia teams in the finals next week. How about that? Didn't expect that, but a great season nonetheless. For now, thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Shanks. For all of us at 41 NBC, good night.